Hey guys, what's going on? Bobby here, and welcome back to a brand new video. It has been a terribly long time since I've been able to say those words. We've been super busy behind the scenes. I don't even remember the last time I did a vlog, so it's really cool to be back. A lot has changed. First off, I'm not racing anything today. I'm a team owner now. As you guys remember, I spent a lot of time, a lot of energy trying to build my new business, Bobby Krug Racing Services, and it has since exploded. A lot of really cool things going on. Right now we're here in Whiteland, Indiana at the newly named K1 circuit, famously known as Whiteland Raceway Park, and we are here with our VLR Karts. We have a new chassis partnership, so we're running VLR Karts. We got a lot of really great drivers under the tent this weekend. We've got Jackson Miller, James Mann, Thomas Sherrick, all behind the wheel of their VLR Karts. We've got new partnerships along the way. We got Skip Barber Racing School back with us again. It's really cool to have them on board. They're going to be able to help our drivers continue their development as they progress through the ranks of racing and want to transition from karts to cars. Super excited about that opportunity. We're working with Gary Lawson at Lawson Speed Shops now to make sure we've got really strong engines. We've also got the fine folks at Carbon Digital making our karts look good. We've got Race Factory making our jerseys and our tents, and everything's just coming together really nicely. This is our first big event with these karts, with these drivers, and I couldn't be more happy with how everything turned out. Really looking forward to seeing how this weekend goes.
Hey, Tommy Sherrick here, driver of the 590 VLR Lawson powered kart. Racing with Bobby Krug Racing Services this season. I'll be doing the full Route 66 schedule, CKNA North Division, and Gateway Kartplex. I got a mountain to climb, but I'm ready to tackle it.
My name is James Mann. I've been racing for about 4 years, and this year I'll be racing an Ignite Route 66 for BKRS.
Hi, I'm Jackson Miller. Been racing for 11 years. I started off in Kid Kart when I was 4 years old, and I will be racing with BKRS for Route 66 Sprint, some CKNA, and the Grands. Overall, today we had a good practice. Early on, I felt like I had a good handling part. The front felt like it would turn. Second practice, it felt like I was gripped up too much in the rear and I'd have to give over input. I would bog down my motor and everybody would just pull me in the corner. And I wasn't hitting my limiter either, and I think that was probably part of my problem. We did some front end changes that might help me with turning and being able to drive through the corner and pull out and keep with everybody else in front.
Thank you, sir. Oh, you're so handsome. You come here often? I like that angle a lot better. We missed the apex, though, didn't we?
You just have to say that you're fine, and you're not really fine.
I don't know, I think we got P10, but tried to let Jax catch up, and then I think we were nose to tail and pretty well together, so I don't know, I think 10th. So I felt good, so we'll just see where it puts us.
Just finished up qualifying. Team's doing really good. We have a lot of great support from VLR. We unloaded with a solid baseline setup. Results are really good for where we want them to be. Just a little bit of technical difficulties with, Tommy. We got a little bit of an engine trouble. He'll be right up there with the pack. These guys have been sniffing in the top 10. I mean, I think James at his highest was P7 in practice. Jax was like 9th maybe in his highest in practice. So, you know, we're going up against a lot of really solid competition that race at this track and in this series for multiple years. And second time at this track, second time in the series, first time with the VLR program, with the Lawson engines, everything. We're all doing really good. So how's the day going so far for you guys?
So far, I just think as long as the day keeps going on, I mean, we just keep getting better through each session. So I'm getting more comfortable with this kart, with this track, and this platform, and I just think just try to survive the heat race. That's the only goal. I mean, we never raced here before, so we've only done like practice sessions, and that's been pretty intense. Guys have been pretty much racing already, so that's enough preparation to go into this heat race and looking to pick up some spots.
I feel pretty good about coming here with the VLR platform because if you're not really there to begin with, it's so tunable that you're able to just get it where you want it, get the right grip, right rear end, tightness, looseness. I think with all the tuning we're doing, we're going to be right up there with the pack, maybe top 10, see what we can do with that.
We just got done with Heat 1. That was a lot of fun. Probably the most intense thing I've done so far. Good experience and knowledge for tomorrow. Started 11th, and the start put me back a little bit. You know, kind of got bullied a little bit on the start and probably got sent back to like 15th or something. And was able to avoid some wrecks and make some passes and really just started to get in a rhythm towards the end. And clicked off some really good laps. I think we were like 6th fastest or something. So we learned a lot, and it's going to help us for tomorrow. I mean, the races are going to be long, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So it should be a good day.
That concludes our day here at Whiteland. Very overwhelmingly successful. It's awesome to have great drivers, great mechanics, great people. The partners that we have, this VLR has been fast right out of the box. All the drivers, you know, there's a couple that have had various levels of experience competing with competition this strong, and they're all doing really, really well. Some that have never even competed at this level are getting out on track and being able to be totally competitive. So that's a lot to say with this whole program as a whole. You know, we've been driver coaching them all day in the trailer. Like I said, great mechanics. The kart's been awesome. VLR, Lawson, like can't say enough about everybody. So this is all really cool and coming together quite well. So really looking forward to getting back out here, K1 Circuit tomorrow for the finals. See you then.
I got my phone and I'm taking it with me.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the final day here at K1 Circuit Whiteland. We have a warm-up, heat race, and a final. We're in a really good spot. Morning prep is underway behind me here. We're getting the VLR karts ready to go, and we're looking forward to having a really good day here.
wanted the kart to be a little bit loose as the track comes in. I think we have a good setup going for heat race number 2 today.
Karting world dominance. Barber Krug Racing Services taking over the world. Wham.
That was fun. Yeah. 22nd up through the field.
I was a little hoppy.
A little hoppier through the fence.
Like I couldn't quite commit to throttle when I wanted to in turn 1.
Agreed.
I mean, that one was pretty good. Started 9th, and I think I finished 8th. Shuffled back a little bit, I think. We weren't able to, wasn't able to pick up as many spots on the start as I wanted to. I was a lot more aggressive with this one. Got in there, and I was staying with a group of like 3 karts around like kind of 5th to 7th, and then there was kind of that, they got into a draft and they kind of pulled away, and then I had some fall off and was just kind of by myself. Ran a decent time, but you know, now we're starting, I think we're 8th, which will put us in a good spot for the final. Everything that we've learned so far has put us in a good spot, so I think we'll have a good race.
Hey guys, what's going on? Bobby here.
Oh God, I'm back against the wall and I'm being filmed. I'm eating. I feel like this is not something that should be filmed. He's right behind you.
Your child has an
Hey, he's got a weapon.
I'm scared.
Okay, that might make the cut. That might be funny enough to make the cut.
Wait, really?
Yeah, you in the vlog. How has Bobby Krug Racing Services changed your way of life?
He's just so handsome.
My mom hates me because now I only want to go to the track. Thanks, Bobby. Yeah.
Just wrapped up with all the heat racing. We've had a lot of time to debrief post the heat races. About to go into the final. Everyone's doing really well. The team has just had great success all weekend long. Super satisfied with it. And it all comes down to this right here. Can't say enough about all of the guys. You know, obviously Jax and Tommy trying to bounce back from yesterday's issues with unforeseen mechanical issues. Seeing them drive through the field was extremely impressive. Super proud of those 2 guys. And then we got James Mann, who, you know, continued to learn as much as he could, stay consistent, and even James being up in the front, looking at his video, seeing where he can improve. This race is going to be awesome. So really looking forward to getting those guys out there. It's going to be a long race, 18 laps. You know, bringing a group of guys from the Ignite stuff back in St. Louis. You know, we haven't really ran races at that length, but the other good thing too is you know, guys like Tommy and James, we go do the Dairyland Enduro every year in Wisconsin, so I think they'll channel some of that endurance racing out there and be able to prove it. And the VLRs, I can't say enough about them. They're doing really good. They just seem to be firing off really good. You know, especially late in the race when everyone else seems to be struggling. The drivers are making the chassis work and they're staying really consistent. The Lawson engines have been strong all weekend long. Everyone on the team, all of our partners, can't say enough and thank all of them. The whole operation, like actually seeing it come to fruition over this whole weekend has been really cool. And I think, you know, this race, the feature where the points and the trophies are handed out, I think it's where it all come together, the cherry on top. what a race. The boys put on a show. I'm very proud of everybody. I'm very satisfied with how the weekend went. They all stayed focused. They were all really receptive to the feedback we gave them. The karts were awesome. I think as we develop it a little bit more and do a little bit more testing, I think we'll be locked in for future events. You know, all the guys progressed throughout the whole weekend, and none of them have ran at this level. You know, Jackson, he ran the VLR in Daytona as his first ever senior Open 206 race. He can only get better as the weekend goes on. James has never competed at this level on this tire. He had one test day prior to this running a Gateway, which isn't going to be really relatable to these conditions and how rubbered up the track gets. Tommy, he ran here last weekend in challenging, you know, wet to dry conditions with the kart. Still only a day of testing under his belt as well. And these guys are coming out here and they're running lap times that should put them in the top 5. Can you ask for any more in the first race weekend? I don't think so. So I'm just super happy with how everything's gone. Can't thank everybody on the team. You know, we had a lot of really good help with Chad and Eddie on wrench. You know, Lawson Speed Shop, Barber Racing School, Margay Racing, Carbon Digital, Race Factory, RLV. It's all coming together really nicely. There's been, like I said, a lot of really hard work in the off season, and seeing these boys come out here and perform the way they did, it's very rewarding for me as a team owner now, not actually racing. But we'll change that in the next video. Back behind the wheel, Cup Karts, Whiteland. See you there.